Welcome back to the Loveland Report and Lona Ranger Show. Thanks for joining us this weekend for all of your mortgage and real estate news. I've got a couple listings here I want to go through. Then, Bruce, we're going to dive into some last segment of the show here. I want to recap what we talked about. First, I've got a great house in Winter Garden. This is out in the New Horizons area. 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, 2,100 square feet. And this is at $690,000. Has it over 50?
It's a beautiful home too.
$50,000 of extras on the inside. All the chair railing and crown molding.
It's got a
custom
portico or something.
That's just a nice front porch. Beautiful neighborhood, paver driveway, and it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. Beautiful floor plan. You would not. The builder's selling this same house with no upgrades for $7-something, and we're at $690. $690, and then I've got one for $2.6 million, all renovated, 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, plus a media room, plus a den and a loft. It's 4,500 square feet on the Sand Lake chain, boat dock, boat lift, pool, Disney fireworks out the front balcony, SeaWorld fireworks out the back over the water. And this thing's been totally redone. Brand new kitchen, brand new top of the line appliances for $2.6 million. That's in the Sand Lake chain.
What a beautiful home. I
got a commercial property, 2 acres on US 1, right by the beach line. $199,900. The owner says sell that. They are ready to get out of the land business. And then I've got 10 acres in Apopka for $975,000. And these are set to be, it was pre-platted for subdivision. Call me if you want information on that, $975,000, or if you just want a big estate for yourself. And then I've got a rental property. It's 4 properties for $550,000 in Volusia, or Volusia County, Orange City, on Volusia Avenue, right on 1792. And this has got 4 properties at cash flow about $6,500. I think fixed up at almost, I think it would cash flow over $8,000 a month on that for $550,000. You do the math on that. That's a great return. Call me if you want to take a look at any of those. 407-352-8118.
So it's Christmas on Monday, and which I don't think they should have Christmases on Monday. I think it should always be on a Friday. Okay. But I'm not in charge of that, but we're going to be celebrating with our families, and it's just a wonderful time of year to really just kind of sit back and reach out to your family members. And maybe there's somebody that you have not been close to that you probably should be closer to. It's a good time to reach out. It's a good time to mend fences and appreciate your family for what they are. And sometimes families are kind of struggling, right? Like, and they don't get along, but I'm going to tell you, it's a time to stop that behavior, reach out and enjoy the family for what it is. And I'm going to tell you, Cleve and I are grateful to have all of you as loyal listeners. We've become friends with so many people out there that listen to us on the air and contact us. And, we're here for you guys.
How many shows do you have now? You have like 5 shows now, don't you?
No, I have 3. Okay. So, but here's the thing. We do this because we love helping you. We truly are out there for you. We don't get paid to do this show.
That's on my list for Santa.
To get paid?
I think I got to get another agent.
Well,
this guy hasn't done anything in 25 years, 26 years.
Well, I'll tell you, I think that since 2024 is going to be a better year, interest rates are down. They're far more attractive. Sellers still willing to make deals. I want you to think about helping somebody or helping yourself become a homeowner as soon as possible. Don't wait too long, because if interest rates get too much lower, it gets more and more challenging for people to get into homes because the inventory is just not there. I know it's up right now, but it's only up because it's December. Come January, February, that inventory is going to be right back down. And as interest rates drop, it shrinks. So my point is, help somebody out. I mean, come on. What are you getting for Christmas? Some socks and I don't know, maybe a George Foreman grill or something.
Air fryer. Yeah.
An air fryer.
Yeah. Something like that.
Right. You're getting
help your kids with their plan. I mean, I got one guy, he brought his son who's just got his first good real job, fresh out of college. And he brought him to our Leapfrog program. He's like, he needs to buy a house. He goes, I don't plan on dying to leave him my retirement anytime soon. So he needs to learn how to own a house and become a landlord.
And we want to help your kids and your grandkids. That's what we're here for. And we do this all the time. Also, Cleve, I don't know if you ever run into this or not, but, baby boomers are getting up there. and people are starting to age out. And we run into clients that may have a portfolio of real estate and they just need somebody they can trust to help liquidate some properties. I want you to know, and Cleve and I are connected with great estate sale people.
Well, any stage of life. And I think that's an important one because it's like, when do you sell the house? Or you have to, mom and dad need to go into assisted living, or maybe they just need a 55 and better community right now. They'd like to have that activity. Or maybe they want a condo to not take care of the house. Whatever stage of life it is, from that first time buyer to moving to the 55 and better, to moving to the assisted living. We help people with that all the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, if you need somebody that may be a cash buyer for a house, we work with investors like that. Cleve does some investing like that as well. I do a few of them from here and there.
The one gimmick, you teach me new stuff all the time. You guys have so many products, and it's laughable because all loan reps tell me they got great products, and then I ask them if they got half the stuff you do, and they don't. But the one thing you showed me, the gift of equity. I had another client asking about that, and he goes, "Well, what's the downside?" And I'm like, "Well, how many kids you got?" Because he was going to give the son, basically he's giving the son $100,000, giving him a house for $100,000 off the price. And I said, "Well, the downside is the other two kids might be mad." He's like, "Well, how do I fix that?" I go, "I don't know." I said, "Maybe give them $50,000 each in the will."
So you can do that. Let's just say you have a $400,000 house, and you got one of your kids wants to buy it, and let's just say you owe $200,000 on it. So there's $200,000 in equity. So what you can do is your child can buy that home, either FHA or conventional loan, buy that home from you, and you physically give them the down payment, and you can give them the closing cost as a gift. So when that happens, that money there's no money exchanging. It's just a gift of equity. Now, I do the loan, and let's just say you as the seller cash out on that $125,000 of the 200. We name the number. Okay. Now, if you want, you can tell the other two kids, "Hey, I just give Johnny $35,000 in equity to buy grandma and grandpa's house that I inherited. I'm going to give each of you the $35,000. And if you want to do the same thing, you can do it." Yeah. And that's a great way. Listen, distributing your money while they're alive is so much better than distributing your money when you're dead. And I'm going to tell you something. You want to destroy your family? Go ahead and die.
Leave 3 houses to 4 kids.
Leave anything. They're like, that was mom's pottery.
Well, I got the solution to that, though. This gentleman asked me the same kind of question. I was telling him about doing that. He goes, "What's the downside?" I said, "Well, you can do that to kind of even the playing field there. If you gave one kid a gift, give the other 2 kids a gift in your estate." And I said, "What if they keep fighting about it?" I said, "Well, you tell them you're going to buy a Cocker Spaniel and leave it all to them." Yeah. And that'll stop it right there.
A kitty cat.
Yeah.
Right?
Something like that. Leave the trust in charge, to the benefit of Mr. Whiskers.
If you'd like, you can leave it to Cleve and I. We are taking donations right now, and we'd be happy to take care. And I can promise you one thing. If you want to leave your money to somebody, you leave it to Cleve and I. We will put it to good use. We will. We won't blow it.
Right. That's right. We won't. I love building real estate portfolios. Real estate's most of my retirement. So
most of mine too.
All right. What's the phone number they reach at, Bruce?
So they can reach the loan arranger right now. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, 35 years in the mortgage business and closed tens of thousands of transactions, going strong, lending in all 50 states. Reach me right now. Call or text 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or go directly to my website to apply for a mortgage at webringyouhome.com. No obligation, soft credit pull. You don't have to worry about having your credit dinged. I can help you with purchases, refinance, debt consolidation, home equity line of credit, renovation loans, construction perm loans, DSCRs, bank statements for you self-employed folks. Oh, by the way, Cleve, guess what's coming up? The end of the year. Tax time, baby. So listen, if you want to buy a home in 2024 and you're self-employed, you better see me before you file your tax returns. I'll look at your last 2 years' tax returns, if you have them, or last year's, and then give you instructions on what type of income you need to show in order to qualify for the type of house that you want to buy.
I want to mention one thing, Bruce. You were talking about the DSCRs and
really popular with us right now.
Property pays $2,500 rent and you're putting X amount of dollars down. So that's a good one there. But also, I want to talk about rentals, and I think rents, as interest rates, like rents are kind of topping out right now. Now's a tough time. We've got about 5 properties up for rent now. Right now, November, December, always a little bit slower times to get things rented. So how do I overcome that? Well, when I rent the properties, these are fresh properties into my property management portfolio. We do 13 and 14-month leases. So next time we're renewing in early winter or spring.
Right.
So get them out of that. I'm always looking at how to maximize dollars for my landlords, but rents are going to top out. And it's like, how do you know? I had a landlord just swearing to God that he could get $3,500 for this property. And we tried for a couple of weeks. And I said, sir, and I had offers for $3,300. I said, well, do the math. Let's let them move. Oh, I want to hang on for another month. I said, if you wait 2 more weeks,
$200,
you've lost the money if we go 2 more weeks without this, because every week is about $800 to you,
sure
$900. So you got to have somebody helping you analyze this. And this is where people go wrong. Letting friends move in, letting family members move in, not raising the rent every year. I know when I hear somebody say,
not checking up on your home
and not looking at it. I know when somebody says, oh, they've been the same tenant there for 8 years. I have no idea what it looks like inside. Like, good Lord. And you want tenants to move on a regular, if they stay, great, if they're paying market rent, but you've got to get them used to the increases. And then if things do slow down and interest rates drop next year and rents kind of peak, you don't want to, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, and the tenant says they're going to move because you're raising the rent again and they've got 10 choices. You might want to adjust your rent. You might want to keep them there at the same rate.
And you know what? As a landlord, I do things for my tenants because ultimately I'm in the mortgage business. My real estate portfolio is my retirement business, and I will help them out. You want to rent from me? I'll tell you, I will contribute your security deposit towards your closing costs when you're ready to buy your new home. So I don't want to sell my homes because they're my retirement income, but I'll help you get into another one.
That's the lease option program that I have. You lease a home with us, we'll let you out of that lease if you're going to buy a house with us, because I'm all for homeownership.
Sure.
But you've got to have your ducks in a row. You've got to get fast tracked with you. You got to have your down payment. But we just talked about a bunch of ways somebody can get like no down payment. And here's the thing, let's say your rent's $2,500. And maybe your mortgage for the house you're looking at, you found out from Bruce, with taxes, insurance, and everything, it's going to be $3,000. Well, that extra $500 right now while you're paying rent, or saving that down payment on a 450 home is going to be about $15,000.
Yep.
And so saving that, closing costs we can usually get covered by the seller in this environment right now. Sellers are a little more negotiable
not later.
Probably
but now.
not. I'd say in spring and summer they're going to start getting a little more picky about those things. So have that money set aside. If you're not a saver, you're never going to make anything yourself. There's no government stimulus check. There's no relative that's going to die and leave you an insane amount of money. You got to be a saver to be rich and to have a good portfolio, have a good retirement.
And take the responsibility yourself. It's not that difficult. People just need some help. They need some guidance. So you can call and trust Cleve, and I will give you that right information. We do a lot of consultations, and sometimes I do consultations, matter of fact, frequently with people that they may not be in a position to buy right now, but we'll put you in a position to buy. Don't you want the roadmap? Don't you just need a game plan? That's what we can do here. Call the Loan Arranger, Bruce Woodburn. I'm here to help you. You can reach me now at 407-250-9144. We bring you home.
This is our Christmas show. We got one more show this year, right?
We got one more show this year.
Yeah, that's right. Christmas is Monday. Everybody have a
New Year's is Monday.
And New Year's is Monday. So we'll have one more show in 2023 to kiss it. Just give it a good send off and talk about how great 2024 is going to be, because I really think it's going to be.
If you like the show, do me a favor, call or text Cleve and I, and just let us know. Let us know if there's some particular topics that you'd like us to cover, something that you like that we do. Maybe there's something we do that you're not crazy about, but let us know. You're our friends. We trust you. We're okay with that. But tell us what you want. What information is going to be impactful? What classes would you like Cleve and I to teach to help your family members, your kids, your grandkids? What do you need to know about that would be helpful? You can text me right now at 407-250-9144.
All right. Cleve Loveland at 407-352-8118. I think 2024 is going to be great. The market should kick up again a little bit. We'll start going into more multiple offers. I just really think it's so important. I think, Bruce, the people that have the most enjoyable experience when they're moving is tough and it's chaos. But the people that really have the smoothest experience I started talking to them probably 3 to 6 months before they were doing anything.
Sure. They're
And we talk
prepared.
about what to do to the house, how's the best staging. You know, I've got a 50-point staging checklist. On the buy side, we need to get them with you, get you fast tracked, because there's ways. I mean, you can talk to somebody, let's say their credit score is 720, get them to a 750, the rates get better, right?
Absolutely.
All these things Bruce and I help you with. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll talk to you again next week.
Merry Christmas. We will see you before New Year's, but thank you again for being such great, loyal listeners of ours and clients. And don't forget, Cleve and I are here to help you throughout the holidays and beyond. And we've got loan officers and buyer's agents on call right now. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you.